Okay, so today we're going to look at the SBP Platinum, the Platinum paper, paper 1. And kalau dibandingkan, if you compare this with the gold paper, I think the gold paper is a little bit more difficult lah. This Platinum paper macam ada senang sikit lah. Okay, so diagram 1 shows a sector or AOB of a circle with a center O. PQ is perpendicular to OB. Okay, so it's a 90 degrees here. The length of OP is 9 and AOB is pi over 6 radian. Okay, so pi over 6 is 30 degrees. Okay, 30 darjah lah. And then dia bagi OP to OA. Okay, equals to 3 over 5. So kalau sini adalah 3, the whole thing adalah 5. Okay, kesemuanya adalah 5. So you know that PA will be 6 lah. Okay. Sebab OA kesemuanya adalah 5. Okay, so 9 is 3, so 3 bahagian 3 darab 5 is 15 lah. So semuanya adalah 15, which means that your R is also 15. Okay, so by using pi equals to 3.142, calculate the length of PA, okay, in centimeter. So ini kita sudah settle lah. Okay, dengan menggunakan this ratio, kamu boleh tentukan bahawa PA adalah 6 dan the jejari adalah 15. Okay, dia satu markah saja, so nothing really much there lah. Okay, the perimeter of the shaded region adalah 4 bahagian. Okay, one is this, then this one, and then this one, and then this one lah. Okay, so AB yang paling senang lah. AB is R theta. Okay, so we use S equals to R theta. So 15 darab pi over 6 lah. Okay, pi kau boleh ubah pergi 3.142. Okay, so you can calculate this. And then of course, now the problem is, and then of course AP settle sudah lah. Okay, tak ada masalah. So we have AP equals to 6 cm. Okay, tak ada masalah. Now the PQ. Okay, PQ and O and QB is the big problem now lah. Okay, but because this is a right angle triangle, okay, oleh sebab ini adalah right angle triangle, and you know that this angle is 30 degrees. Okay, because pi over 6 is 30 degrees. Dan kamu tahu sini adalah 9. So you can actually find this side and this side. Ini kamu cari apa? Sin 30. Let's see, this is PQ, right? Okay, PQO. So sin 30 equals to PQ over 9. Okay, so kau boleh cari PQ lah. Okay, and then after that you can also find OQ from there. Okay, cos 30 equals to OQ over 9. Then kau boleh dapat OQ. Dan lepas kau dapat OQ, kau boleh tolak dengan 15 untuk mendapat BQ. Okay, so 15 minus OQ, and then you will get BQ lah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bila kamu campurkan, when you add it all together, you get 25.57 cm. Okay, it's quite straightforward. Yang paling membantu adalah the right angle triangle lah. Okay, because the right angle triangle will tell you that, oh, okay, I can use either Pythagoras theorem or what do you call that? Sin cos tangent lah. Okay, untuk kamu membuat ini. Okay, number 2, this is quite straightforward. Okay, also, given that gx equals to x squared minus 4 and g of x is begini, so find the function of fx lah. So you are given the composite function, okay, dan kamu diberi yang di luar. Okay, so the gx, sorry, so this would be fx squared, okay, minus 4 equals to x squared plus 6x plus 5. Okay, so you get this one, fx, the whole thing squared will be equals to x squared plus 6x plus 9, okay, which will be actually x plus 3 squared. Okay, so kalau begitu, fx akan jadi x plus 3. Okay, which is this answer lah. So this is ini yang lebih senang lah. This is the simpler composite function cari satu di luar lah. Okay, just ganti saja masuk di dalam. The one yang kamu perlu u equals to this one adalah kalau dia bagi fx cari gx yang di luar. Okay, that one is pretty normal lah. Okay, question B, given that kx equals to 3x minus 4, okay, cari k negative 1, 5. So a few ways to do this. Of course, satu is you find the inverse function, okay, then you substitute 5 lah, okay. Or if you understand how inverse functions works, you know that k negative 1 or 5, okay, let's say is equals to x lah. So if I terbalikkan lah, that means it's kx equals to 5. So saya boleh cari this one. Okay, 3x minus 4 equals to 5. Saya akan dapat x equals to 3. The same thing. I can also work it that way lah. Okay, selain daripada saya mencari the inverse function and then after that, the x equals to 3. Also can lah. Either way also can. Okay. Now P if K, okay, so this is even better. So katakan inverse of P equals to 2. That means that K2 equals to P. Okay, the inverse, you inverse it back lah. So bila kamu inverse kan, the object and the image will change place, just like this lah. Okay, so we can substitute K2 in here because we know what is the function. 3x minus 4. So 3 times 2 minus 4 equals to P. So you get P equals to 2. Okay, so knowing this relationship, actually it helps. Okay, sebab kenapa? Because we are given kx. Tapi soalan semua minta inverse. So I can always flip it around untuk mencari apa yang saya mahu lah. Okay, of course situasi nombor 1 itu you have to beranikan diri lah, kasi sama dengan x. But the reason why we do that is so that we can flip it around and mencari nilai x yang kita mahu lah. Okay, that's how we would do this lah. But you can also do it the long way lah, which is cari dulu the inverse function and then substitute the 5 and then blah 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 blah. That one's pretty normal lah. Okay, itu cara yang biasa. Okay, number 3, there's really nothing much to this. Simultaneous equations. Okay, so the answer will be x equals to 3, y equals to negative 1, and x equals to 1, y equals to negative 3. Ini yang saya cakap pada hari itu. Please remember, kalau ada 2 simultaneous equations, but one of it is quadratic, memang you expect to have 4 answers. Okay, that's a very important thing. So x equals to 3, y equals to negative 1, and x equals to 1. And y equals to negative 3. Okay, this number 4 question is a very strange question for 2 reasons. Nanti saya akan terangkan. So you have a straight line y equals to 4x, which is tangent to the curve at y equals to x squared plus 4. Okay, at point P. And so because of this, okay, of course, if it is a tangent, then it is a point of intersection lah. So again, if P is a point of intersection, we can use y equals to y lah. So 4x equals to x squared plus 4. Okay, you do, you get x. You have 2 values of x lah, which is x equals to 2 and x equals to, oh no, x equals to 2 only. Oh yeah, sorry, you only get 1 value, which is x equals to 2. Okay. Then, because soalan mencari the coordinates, you have to find y lah. So you will get y equals to 8, which means that this coordinate here is 2 and 8. Okay, and when I first got this answer, saya macam, okay, if it is 2 and 8, then apa ni y sama dengan 6 di sini? What is the y equals to 6 doing there? And on top of that, dia macam tiada function pada. There's no function for that y equals to 6. Like, why is that y equals to 6 there? I also don't know. Okay, so I assume that this is a misprint lah. Even the letter B bahkan di sana, like apa itu? What is the letter B for? The question has nothing to do with letter B. Okay, so kita anggap bahawa ini adalah salah print lah. Okay, dan tiada kaitan dengan soalan. Because if this one the coordinate is already 8 how can this be 6? And it doesn't make sense. So either it is a misprint atau dan dia memang tiada function, because look at the next question. The area of the shaded region. Okay, the area of the shaded region, okay, would be from obviously from 0 to P lah. Okay, for the graph. And the graph, so if the area will be the integration from 0 to 2, okay, for this equation, x squared plus 4 dx, okay, minus the area of the triangle. Okay, you already have the base and you already have the height, so no problem. Okay, minus the area of the triangle. Then you get 8/3 units squared. Okay, so the area under the curve minus the area of the triangle, you will get the answer. Again, which makes me ask lah, apa fungsinya? What is this doing here lah? Okay, I look at the it has no function at all. Okay, so I assume that maybe it was a misprint or it was used in another question lah. Okay, which we're not going to go into today. All right. Question number 5. Given that log 2xy equals to 2 plus this one. Okay, so when we do these kind of questions, again, reminding you that since everything is base 2, okay, the first thing you need to do is make sure that every single thing got log 2 inside. So this 2 is the only one that doesn't have a log 2 inside. So you need to put 2 log 2, 2. Okay, that's base 2, base and the number is the same, this one. Okay, plus 3 log 2x minus log 2y. Okay, then you bring this up. Okay, so log 2xy equals to log 2 to the power of 2 plus log 2x to the power of 3 minus log 2y. And this one you combine. Okay, jangan pindah-pindah, just combine. Log 2xy equals to log 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4 lah. So 4x cubed over y. Okay. Now once you have it in 1, 1 like that, then you can do xy equals to 4x cubed over y. And then you can ungkapkan y dalam sebutan x. Okay, so y equals to 4x cubed, sorry, y squared equals to 4x cubed over x. Okay, and when you finish that, you will get y equals to 2x. Okay, so again, now we've covered this in the last paper. Okay, and it seems to be a popular one. There will always be, mesti ada ini. Okay, there will always be something yang tiada log langsung. So it is your job to introduce a log in. Okay, kalau dia base 2, log 2, 2. Kalau dia base 4, log 4, 4. Kalau dia base 7, log 7, 7. Okay, but the idea of doing that is so that you can bring this up, okay, and you can compress it, okay, into one term. Now, originally, it is 3 terms. 1, 2, 3 terms. This is only one term. When we combine everything, it is one term. So left side one term, right side one term, you can throw away the log. Okay, you can compare lah. So basically, that's what you're doing. Okay, throwing away the log or comparing, depending on how you look at it. All right. Okay, the next one is to simplify this. Okay, so for question 5b, okay, for question 5b, you will have to rationalize the denominator lah. Okay, and so what you will do in this case is you multiply, sorry, you have to include the 2. Okay, so you will multiply with 2 root 3 plus root 2. Okay, 2 root 3 plus root 2. And also the likewise here, 2 root 3 plus root 2. Okay, because this will give you at the bottom here, okay, 2 times 2 will be 4. Okay, 4 times 3. Yeah, okay, 4 times 3 minus 2. This one will be 10 root 3 plus 5 root 2. Okay, bila kita darab ini and darab ini. Sorry, I forgot. This 2 you will have to conjugate also. Okay, so 2 times 2 will be 4. Root 3 times root 3 will be 3. So 4 times 3 will be 12. Okay, so what we will get here is 12 tolak 2 is 10. Okay, so this will be 10 root 3 plus 5 root 2. So we can split it up lah. 10 and 10 will be 1. So root 3 plus half root 2. Okay, which is the final answer. Okay, so I made a mistake just now. I forgot that these two you also need to conjugate. So bring it together so that when you multiply, the root 2 and root 2 will become 2. The root 3 and root 3 become 3, but the 2 and 2 will become 4. Okay, then you can simplify it from there. All right. Okay, number 6. Show 6 number cards. Okay, 0, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Now, a 4-digit number is to be formed by using 4 of these cards. Okay, so how many different numbers can be formed? Now, one thing that is very important for us to remember is that it is not asking us to form a password. Okay, so if it forms a 4-digit password, then 0 can be a number at the beginning. Okay, but we want a 4-digit number. Kita mau nombor yang mempunyai 4 digit, which means that the number 0 cannot be included in the first number. So you have space here lah. So tempat ini ada syarat. Okay, there is a condition to this. It cannot be filled by the number 0. Okay, so this will be 5 and then you pick 1. Okay, baru lepas kamu pilih 1, then you are left with 5 numbers. Let's say I pick number 3 lah. Okay, so if number 3 is here, then I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers left. So 5 pick 3. Okay, so 5 pick 1 and 5 pick 3 will give you the answer 300. So actually, this is a very interesting question because you are expected to know that this is not a password. If it is a password, then the 0 in front doesn't matter. Tapi soalan ini minta 4 digit nombor. And there's no 4-digit number that starts with 0. Okay, all 4-digit numbers must have a beginning, either 3, 4, 7, or 9. Kan? Mana pernah kamu you have never seen 0,000. No such thing. Okay, 0,347. Where got 0,000 lah kan? So that's why I said this is a very interesting question because of the number 0. Okay, so be aware of this lah. Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, how many different even numbers that are less than 6,000 that can be formed? Okay, so this is even more this one. So you want even numbers that are less than 6,000. Okay, so first of all, even numbers, okay, nombor genap means you can only have 4 and 8 and 0 at the back. Okay, so saya letak dulu 1, 2, 3, 4. This one can have 4, 0, or 8. Okay, but it has to be less than 6,000. Okay, and there are only 2 numbers which will give you less than 6,000, which is either 3 or 4. So nombor di depan mesti 3 atau 4. And when we look at this, dia punya syarat kan ada overlap. The 4 can join here and the 4 can join here. Okay, so when it comes to this situation, you will have to consider them separately lah. Okay, I consider yang 3 dahulu. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this number must be 3. Okay, this number must be 3. And if I put the 3 over here, sini saya boleh isi 4, 0 atau 8. So this will be 3P1. Okay, this will be, of course, there's only one number, right? So 1 times, okay. Then I have 2 numbers left lah. Okay, so if I put the 3 here and if I put the 3 in here and I put either the 4 or the 0 or 8 here, I will have 4 more pieces left, right? And only 2 more places. So ini adalah 4P2. So saya tinggal 4 nombor sudah. Saya letak 3, saya letak 4, saya tinggal 4 nombor lagi. Okay, which is either 0, 7, 8, or 9. And I only have 2 places. So saya akan dapat 4P2. So 1 times 4P2 times 3P1 will give us 36. But that is situation number 1, where tempat di depan adalah 3. Okay. Situation number 2 is if the tempat di depan adalah 4. Okay, 2, 3. But then if the nombor di depan adalah 4, yang di belakang hanya 0 dan 8 saja boleh masuk. You cannot put the 4 in already because the 4 sudah letak di depan. Okay, so this will be 1 times 2P1. Okay, kenapa 2? Because hanya 0 dan 8 saja boleh masuk di sini dan hanya ada satu tempat. Okay, then the same thing lah. Okay, you still have 4P2 because once you put the 4 there, let's say saya letak 4 di sini, saya letak 0 di sini kan. Saya tinggal 4 nombor lagi dan 2 tempat yang bebas. Tak kisahlah nombor apa yang di dalam sana. Okay, so 1 times 4P2 times 2P1 will give me 24. Then when you add both of these together, you will get 60, which is the answer in the book. Okay, so question A is interesting because you cannot put the 0 in front. Okay, it has to be a 4-digit number. Question B is interesting because you have a situation now where syarat itu boleh dipenuhi di dua tempat yang berlainan. So you have to consider both cases separately. Okay, and then you add both together. Macam ni. Okay, and of course we use P because susunan nombor adalah penting lah. We're not just choosing the numbers, we have to also arrange them. Okay, so yeah. Yes, another alternative method is, since there are only 60, right? You can list down all the numbers lah, but you have to list down 60 numbers in order to get the answer 60. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend this lah. But this is, as I said just now, this is a good question because number one, it helps us to think logically lah. But more importantly than that, ini adalah soalan yang agak jarang ditanya lah. Okay, agak jarang sebab number one, there's a 0 that is involved. You want to form 4 numbers, makan nombor kosong tidak boleh berada di depan. And then of course, secondly is you have the syarat yang boleh dipenuhi di dua tempat. Okay, you can fulfill the condition, and the same number fulfills the condition in 2 different places. So when that happens, you want to consider each case separately. Okay, so that you don't make a mistake lah. Okay, diagram 4 shows the triangle AOB, which is the origin. Okay, this one is given. Calculate the area of the triangle AOB. I think it's not that difficult. Okay, just remember that if you're going to start with, I'm going to start at A lah. So -2, 5, 0, 0, 5, -1. Make sure you repeat the first one again lah. Okay, equals to A. So this one is very important. Okay, don't forget to repeat the first coordinate again, and then you do the down, up lah. Okay, that one is very easy. You get 23/2. Point P moves such that its distance from point A is always twice from point B. Okay, so we need to understand this sentence. Okay, distance from point A is PA. Okay, jarak antara point P kepada point A. And since locus is P, so this is coordinate X and Y lah. Okay, twice the distance from point B. Okay, twice the distance from point B means 2 times PB. Okay, and then we use the distance formula to help us with this lah. Okay, so if A is -2 and 5, so X plus 2 squared plus Y minus 5 squared square root equals to 2 square root. Okay, PB, B is 5 and -1. Okay, so X minus 5 squared plus Y plus 1 squared. Okay, and then don't forget, when you get rid of the square root, this number must become 4. Okay, so 4x minus 5 squared plus y plus 1 squared equals to x plus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared. Okay, so kembangkan, simplify. You should be able to get this answer. 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 44x plus 18y plus 75. Okay. Yeah, Again, for a platinum paper, this seems to be quite straightforward lah. So far, the questions are more straightforward. The gold paper macam lebih susah daripada the platinum, which is interesting. Okay, question number 8. Diagram 5 shows two triangles ABC, ACD. Again, this is a strange question to appear here because it's supposed to only appear in paper 2. I don't know why it's appearing in paper 1, but we never know. But we just give it a try anyway lah. Okay, find the length of AB. You want to find this length of AB. Okay, you will obviously need this angle, which you can count, minus 180. Okay, so you use the sine rule. Okay, to find the length of AB, you get about 101.46 meters. Okay, then after that, you want to find the angle of CAD, which is here. Okay, since you want to find this one, you can use the cos rule. Okay, because you have the angle, you have all three sides. Okay, definitely you should use the cos rule, especially when there's three sides involved. Okay, just make sure you susun correctly lah. Okay, and finally, the area of triangle ABC is also can already lah, half AB sine C. Okay, you can use this side and this side. Okay, you can use the 55, 55 and the angle of 32 to find the area of the triangle ABC. Okay. So it's a very straightforward question. I don't think there's anything that's very extra complicated about this. And most likely, if you got the answer wrong, it could be a problem with your calculation and the way that you calculated. Because I feel that this question is very straightforward. Macam sangat senang lah. Okay, especially if you've done this question a lot kan, it's very easy. One is use sine rule, the second one use cos rule, the third one find the area. Okay, pastikan kamu ganti dengan betul sajalah. A type of liquid is poured into a container at a rate. Okay, so this is 12 centimeters cube per second. That means this is dV dt. Okay, because V is centimeter cube and second is time lah. Okay, so dV dt is answer is 12. Okay, what it is telling you, not directly, yeah, which you are expected to know lah. Okay, the volume given is such, half h squared plus 4h, and h is the height of the liquid in the container. So when V equals to 16, find the value of h. This one is very no-brainer lah. Kan 16 equals to half h squared plus 4h. Okay, you do, you should be able to get h equals to 4. Okay, this one is very easy. The second one is this one, the rate at which h is increasing, which is asking you to find dH dt. Now consider the three unknowns we have here. Kita menggunakan V, H, and T. So we have to form the chain rule using this. Okay, so this will be dH dV times dV dt. The good news is dV dt kita ada sudah, kan? Which we can just directly substitute into here. The problem now is the dH dV. Okay, so in order to find dH dV, we have to find dV dH first. Okay, so if V equals to half h squared plus 4h, let me expand this lah. 1/2 h squared plus 2h. Okay, V. So dV dH will be h plus 2. Okay, when I differentiate this one, I'll get h plus 2 lah. Okay, but the problem is I want the value bar. Okay, all this one kita mesti kira value itu. So what is the value of h I need to have? There, that's why you count the value of h at the beginning lah. So h equals to 4. So dV dH equals to 4 plus 2 is 6. So kalau dV dH adalah 6, what is dH dV? It will be 1/6 times dV dt is 12. Okay. So this will give you 2, and then if you can, put in the correct unit lah. Okay, centimeter per second. Okay, which would be the answer. So compared to that one time where we did a super complicated question yang melibatkan ini, maka this is way easier lah. Okay. Yeah, because that one is, you know, that paper. This is way easier. Okay, but it is the basic of it. Usually the question now will ask you to do a chain rule kind of question lah. And one of the components in the chain rule usually dia sudah bagi itu dalam soalan. It is the other component that you need to work a little bit, differentiate, and then find the value. Okay, but whenever you encounter these questions yang kadar kenaikan, rate of increase, rate of decrease kan, usually we're talking about numbers. Okay, the answer is usually in a number. Very jarang kita ada letter sudah lah. Okay, so that's why this is a very important step. You need to know what is the value of H that you want to substitute in so that you can find the value of DVDH, which is what I want. Okay, so chain rule, sorry, rate of change lah. Okay, this is the question that comes under the subtopic rate of change. So rate of change questions, okay, usually just involve numbers. Sorry, the final answer. Okay, usually just involves numbers lah. So it's not very complicated. Well, the answer is not very complicated, but getting to the answer is a very big complication. Okay. All right. Solve the equation cotangent x minus 2 cos x equals to 0. So the only relation that cotangent and cos has is that cotangent is cos over sine. So cos x over sine x equals to, sorry, minus 2 cos x equals to 0. Okay, I'm going to factorize this out. I'm going to factorize cos x. What am I going to get? 1 over sine x minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, and when I factorize this out, I will get cos x equals to 0 and sine x equals to half. Half, yes. Yeah, half. Okay, so obviously there are two answers to this. Okay, these are two answers. And then this one is quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Okay, so you will get these four answers, 30, 90, 150, and 270. Cos x equals to 0 is a special angle because asalkan dia 0 lah. Okay, it's a special angle. So you won't really see it very obviously in the calculator. Yes, you can tekan shift cos 0, you get 90. But that's it, you won't get the 270. Okay, so again, to remind you, usually solve equation questions, especially when they are factorizing like this, okay, usually will have 4 answers. Okay, 4 angles. Very rarely we will get 3 or just 2 angles. Usually it's 4 angles. So you want to have that mindset when you're answering this question. Oh, okay, kalau saya solve trigonometric equations, I want to make sure that I have 4 angles. Okay, at least, you know, to be safe. Yeah, to be safe. Okay. All right, question number 11. Particular type of muffin is made by using 4 ingredients PQRS. So again, this is a strange type of question to appear here. It's supposed to appear at paper 2 only, but we don't know why. So table 1 shows the prices of 4 ingredients. Okay, look at the price. This is price, not price index. Okay, price. So the composite index of making a muffin in the year 2008 based in 2005 is 126. Okay, so first of all, calculate the price of the muffin in the year 2005 if the price of the year is 6 ringgit and 30 cents. So you just use this 126 now because it is the muffin, not the ingredients in the muffin. Okay, so 126 equals to 6 ringgit and 30 cents over price in 2005 times 100. You get the price in 2005 is about 5 ringgit. Okay. The value of R if the quantities of the ingredients PQRS used in the ratio are 6, 3, R, and 2. Okay, so this is a 5-mark question for a lot of reasons. Number 1, you have to count the price index for each and every one of these. Setiap satu kau kena kira dia punya price index. So P, how much is the price index? Q, how much is the price index? So you have to calculate the price index. And then after that, you I times W. Okay, I times W, I times W this lah. Okay, so the W will be 63R and 2, and then you composite it equals to 126. Okay, so just to aid you, let me tell you, oh sorry, let me see, how much is this? Okay, so this one, the price index lah, okay, this is 126, oh no, so ugly. 126, okay, P is 126, Q is 120, R is 140, and S is 110. Okay, so that's why this is a banyak langkah punya lah. Okay, because you have to count each individual price index. Baru kamu darab dengan W. So this is 126 times 6. 63R and 2, right? So 120 times R, 140 times 3, 110 times 2, gitu. Okay, so that's why this is a 5-mark question. But it is nothing new. Okay, if you have done the paper 2 questions a lot, right? You know that okay lah, can lah. It's just one extra step only lah. You just have to count the price index, but it's nothing new. Okay, it's just one extra step, and it's a lot of marks. It's a lot of marks. It's 5 marks. Just very, very easy to score over here. Okay, you want to kind of answer these kind of questions lah. Okay. Okay, question number 12. The variables x and y are related. Okay, variables x and y are related by the equation y equals to ax to the power b, where a and b are constants. So diagram 6 shows the graph of straight line obtained by plotting log 10y against log 10x. Okay, so of course convert this to linear form lah. So we want to convert this to follow this log 10y and log 10x. So y equals to axb. So log 10y equals to log 10ax to the power of b. At this juncture, you should be able to do this very naturally lah. Okay, so this will be the linear form. Okay, then find the values of a and b. So the y-intercept is 2, so you know that log 10a equals to 2. Okay, and the gradient is b. Okay, so this is the gradient lah. So you can use the 2 points over here to calculate the gradient, and then you will get a equals to 100 and b equals to 2. Shift log, everybody, okay, shift log, and then you get a equals to 100 lah. Okay, and then b is the gradient automatically. Okay, so you should be able to get b equals to 2. Okay, so far, yeah, section A, so far all the section A questions in this platinum paper, okay, are quite easy. Okay, compared to the gold paper which we did first, which is like, what is this question? So I wonder whether they made a mistake, like the platinum paper is easier than the gold paper. But isn't platinum supposed to be harder than gold? Or maybe it is that you are very experienced, jadi kamu sangat berpengalaman sudah kan, sampai platinum, there's no platinum lah, senang saja ini. Okay. Maybe lah, maybe. Okay, last 3 questions. So this one, this question is not again lah. This question is not supposed to come out here. It's a paper 2 section C question. It is a motion in a straight line question, which I did not really cover with you lah. But if you're going to answer this question, let me give you the answer. So the answer is for A is t equals to 5. Okay, for this one, S equals to 40 meters. Okay, the total distance is 40 meters. In case you want to try this question, you can try this question, but I won't be focusing on this question. Okay. Okay, question number 14 and the last one, number 15. These are probably the 2 slightly more challenging questions in this paper. Okay, so diagram 7 shows a triangle PQR. The straight line PT intersects the straight line QU at S. Okay, you're given that PU equals to 5UR. So PU equals to 5UR. If I bring the UR down, PU is 5 and UR is 1. So PU is 5 and UR is 1. Okay, same thing with this. QT is 2TR. So QT is 2, TR is 1. Okay, and then you're given PQ is 3x and PR, okay, is 2y. Okay, so the first thing is QR lah. Okay, so QR would be QP plus PR. Okay, and this is pretty straightforward lah. So you will get negative 3x plus 2y. Okay, PT is not the problem. Okay, P to T, this one. Okay. So PT, what we can do is PT equals to PQ plus QT. Okay, QT. PQ plus QT. So PQ no problem lah, but QT got slightly problem because QT adalah sebahagian daripada QR yang kamu sudah cari. So QT is actually equals to 2/3 QR yang kamu boleh dapat daripada jawapan A. Okay, sorry, the first answer lah. Okay, so PQ no problem lah, kamu boleh ganti terus. So when you do all that, you will get this lah. Okay, x plus 4/3y. Okay, now having that in mind, okay, so let's take a look. The next question is a 5-mark question. Okay, so given that PS equals to HPT, let's start with this first. PS equals to HPT and PS equals to PU plus KUQ. Okay, where H and K are constants, find the values of H and K. Okay, so since both of them are PS lah kan? Okay, since both of them are vector PS, therefore I can say that HPT is equals to PU plus KUQ. Okay, so now our job is to find the PT, PU, and KU and UQ to put in lah. Okay, but PT we already found. PT is from this question. Okay, so H x plus 4/3y. Okay, so this one no problem. Okay, how about PU? PU, okay, is 5 out of 6 times 2y. Dan sebab ini 5 bahagian, ini 1 bahagian bahkan. And PR is 2y. So it'll be 5 out of 6, 2y. 5/6 times 2y plus k. Okay, now UQ. Okay, UQ is here. Okay, so if we separate out the UQ, UQ would be UP, yeah, plus PQ. Okay, and we just discovered that PU is this one. So UP will be terbalik ke belakang. Okay, UP will be 5/6 times negative 2y. Because this one was PU. 2y is PU. So UP will be negative 2y. Change the direction. Okay. Plus, what is PQ? PQ is 3x lah. Any no problem. Okay. So when we put that in, okay, let me simplify this. This will be negative 10, negative 5/3y plus 3x. Okay, so I put this here. Negative 5/3y plus 3x. Okay, and so we get this very long, very long equation lah. Okay, yang kamu boleh simplify. Okay, so let's take a look. Put this in. So you get hx plus 4 over 3 hy. Okay, equals to, this will be 5 over 3y minus 5 over 3 ky plus 3kx. Okay, so ini sama ini tidak boleh main tolak begitu saja because satu ada k, satu tiada k. So you can't really do much except to factorize it lah. Okay, so when you factorize it out, you will get 5 over 3 minus 5 over 3k, the whole thing y plus 3kx. Okay, oh sorry, you know what? I'm going to draw this in green. 3kx. Okay, on the left side, I will get hx, okay, plus 4 over 3hy. Okay. Now, since both of these vectors are the same, we can compare. So I will compare h equals to 3k. Sorry, the green colors, the x vectors will give me h equals to 3k, and the red color will be 4 over 3h equals to 5 over 3 minus 5 over 3k. And I can use this to solve for h and k. Okay, so I'll get this lah. H equals to 15 over 17 and k equals to 5 over 17. So yes, this is one of those questions where the 5 marks is really a lot of work lah. Dan banyak kamu menulis, and the danger of course is if you make a mistake lah, like you carelessly terlupa this negative sign lah, or you know you go and cut these two out lah, because kau nampak sini 5 over 3 terus kau potong, but actually satu adalah 5/3 k. Okay, so we don't want to do that lah. Okay, don't cut it out. But if you do it slowly and meticulously, actually it can be done. Okay, but yes, it's very meticulous lah. Okay, dia sangat mengambil masa, and you know it doesn't help if you make a mistake, and then you go all from the beginning again lah. Okay, but doing this, I think I've already emphasized this question a lot lah. Okay, yang kamu kena bentuk dua vector and then compare both vectors to get the two constant values. Okay, it's a very commonly asked question, especially for vector. Okay, so if you have time, like after, like mau dekat-dekat sudah dengan kertas admit kan, it'd be a good idea for you to practice this question. Okay, it's a good question, really good. Okay, last question. Diagram 6 showed a part of arrangement for an infinite series of right-angled triangles. So OA equals to OB, OD equals to OE, and so on and so forth. The OA is PCM. Okay, D adalah midpoint of OA, F is the midpoint of OD. That means the lengths of every triangle become smaller by half. Okay. So show that the areas of right-angled triangles AOB, DOE, FOG form a geometric progression and state the common ratio. Okay, so this is a good question because they already tell you how to show. Okay, so if it is a geometric progression, the common ratio is the same. Okay, so that's what we want to write in the sentence. Since the common ratio is the same, therefore the areas of the right angle triangles AOB, DOE, FOG form a geometric progression. Remember, guys, show questions, you need to write something. Not just calculate, okay, count him. And then you expect the examiner to understand what you're writing. No, write the sentence, okay? And the sentence, just copy back this whole thing, really. No problem one. But you need to show it, okay? So let's form the triangles first. Okay, AOB, P and P. And so the area is 1 over 2P squared. Okay, 1 over 2P squared. Now, ODE is the second one. Okay, and each length is half P, half P. Okay, so the second one is half P, half P. So the area is half times half P times half P. Okay, base times height lah. Okay, half times base times height. So this will give us 1/8 P squared. I'm going to write this as A1 and A2. Okay, AOB. The second one is DOE. Okay, the third one is FOG. FOG. Okay, FOG, this one is setengah daripada setengah. So if setengah P sudah kan, setengah daripada setengah P, that means this is 1/4 P. Okay, 1/4 P. So 1/4 P, 1/4 P. So area is 1/2 times base times height. Okay, which will be 1/32 P squared. Okay, so we have A3. So common ratio, okay, A2 divided by A1 is how much? 1/8 P squared over 1/2 P squared. P squared boleh potong. So 1/8 divided by 1/2 is easily calculatable in your calculator. Should be 1/4 lah kan. 1/8 divided by 1/2. Okay, you get 1/4. Okay, and then we do A3 divided by A2. Okay, 1/32 P squared over 1/8 P squared. Okay, so again, using your calculator, if you want 1/8, you will get 1/4. Okay, so now that you have proven that both the common ratio is the same, so then you can write, since both the common ratios are the same, therefore, okay, then you can write lah. The areas of the right angle triangles AOB will form a geometric progression. Okay, it's too long for me to write. I'm very lazy. So yeah, you can write that. And then you state the common ratio of the progression. The common ratio is 1/4. Okay, therefore, begitulah kamu tulis. Okay, so it's quite an easy proof actually. Of course, the hard part will be the triangle. Okay, understanding that it's half of a half of a half of a half. Okay, so yeah, so that's where we will be lah. Okay, now given that OA is 80 cm, these people got nothing better to do. First, they give you everything in P, right? Then they finally give you, oh, P equals to 80. Okay, so if P equals to 80, okay, sorry, hold on. Oh. If P equals to 80, therefore A1 will be half times 80 squared lah. Okay, half times 80 squared, which will be 3,200. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. Okay, and then of course A2 will be 1/8 times 80 times 80. Okay, will be 800. Okay, and then after that, A3 will be 1/32 times 80 times 80, or you just divide by 4 lah, since the common ratio is 4. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. So our A, this is our A, and our R, don't forget, our R is equals to 1/4. Okay, so the question asks for which triangle has an area of 25/128. So it's asking you Tn is 25/128. What is n? Okay, so this is B1. So B1, Tn is equals to 25/128. So you substitute now. The formula is Tn equals to ARn minus 1. Okay, so A is 3,200. R is 1/4 to the power of n minus 1 equals to 25/128. Okay, so you solve this. sorry, you solve this and you will get n equals to 8. There are a few ways to solve this. You can log, you can also just shift the indices around, especially if you know the 1/4 indices. Okay, but even if you do log also, you will still get the same answer, okay, which is about 8. Okay, then lastly, find the sum to infinity. So sum to infinity formula is, don't worry, it will be given in front, a over 1 minus r. So sum to infinity will be a is 3,200 over 1 minus 1/4. Okay, then you should be able to get 4266.67 centimeters squared. Okay, that's it. Okay, so the difficult part, I would say, for this question is just question A. Okay, even if you don't know how to do question A, oh no, you have to know how to do question A because you need to find the common ratio. Okay, the common ratio is 1/4. Okay, but if you know how to do question A, you should be able to do question B quite easily because the question B is very straightforward. Dia tanya segitiga yang keberapa, bukan jumlah segitiga semua. So we use TN, not SN. Okay, all right, and that's it for SBP Platinum paper 1. Okay, we have one more paper to go, which is paper 2, which we will discuss. I can't remember the date, but I will inform you of the next date.